Good morning, Andrea here. I wanted to go over just a small example of how resistance kind of shows up in our lives and ways that I work with those resistances in order to justify my decision when I get to the fork in the road. So, resistance comes up for all of us, and it comes up in various aspects in our life, whether it's our diet, whether it's our physical health, whether it's actually getting out and doing movement. If it's confronting issues at home, we have resistances sometimes to that kind of stuff. And so it's important that as we're starting to build this change process for you, that we start looking at what your resistances are and how to recognize those resistances when they happen and what to do when you're in that moment of resistance. That's really where we're trying to get you to start practicing, to start getting into that moment of resistance and addressing the resistance and looking for that next step. What is that very next step that you're going to take now that you've recognized that you're in resistance mode? And what are you resistant about? And what can you do to get through this resistance in the best, healthiest manner possible for you? And ultimately, deciding whether or not in that moment, how important is that resistance to you? And how important is the reason why you're not doing a healthy habit, a healthy behavior, the next best option for you? It's being able to be okay with your decision if in that moment that resistance is okay with you and you're okay with the reason that you're having the resistance, whether it truly is a time issue, whether it truly is a non-important issue at that moment in your life, or if it's really just something that I have already got that planned, this is just like, I'll do that later. And if you're okay with all of that, if you're okay with those reasons for not doing the next best step, then that's fine, right? We all have life. Things happen for all of us. So let me give you an example. I put together a video where I mentioned that one of my daily goals was to increase my flossing habit. Now, my dental hygiene is good. I don't have chronic issues. I brush my teeth. However, I know that I don't floss as much as I should. And it's one of those things that I know that with dental health as a provider, I know that dental health is key for overall health for each and every one of us. Dental health says a lot about what's happening physically in your body. And if you have chronic issues happening in dental health area, that's something that you need to look at. Because of my goal being that I wanted to increase my daily flossing and putting it into my life, figuring out how to do that through time management and time optimization, it's been interesting to look at my own habits, my own patterns, and I'll keep going back to this thought about looking at your patterns, looking at your time, looking at how you're using your time. And there was a point where I was walking my dogs and it was early in the morning and dark, the ground, we don't walk just on the pavement, we walk off trail. So we're walking along and this fleeting thought came to me of, I should floss my teeth. And it was like this little tiny fleeting thought. And I kind of chuckled to myself because at that moment I could question myself. I could question that resistance that I suddenly felt in my life. And I call it putting on the brakes, because you go through your life and suddenly something happens and you have a little bit of a resistance to it. And it's almost like just that, and it's in that moment for me, that sense of slow down before I make a decision and move forward in my life. That's my moment of resistance for me. And so when I felt that moment of resistance, I could kind of smile, because then I could question myself and say, how important is it to me right now? And how important is it to my health right now that I floss? And my answer obviously at that moment was, it is not important to me right now. However, later in the morning when I was getting ready to clear off the counter, remember I talked to you guys about wanting to put my floss on the counter. When I was clearing off the counter and I put the floss in my hand, the thought came back to me, you should floss today. And again, I felt that because I was hesitating. I have a lot to do, including putting this video together for you. But it was that so I had to question myself again. How important is it to me right now, to my health and myself, that I practice my healthy habit? And I know that it doesn't take that long for me to floss my teeth. So I pulled my floss out, did my teeth, and a minute and a half later, I was on my way out the door. My point of all of this is that it is so important for you to start looking at the little things in life, the little things in your self-care, because those are the easy things to change. Those are the easy things to support. Those are the best places to start practicing your ability to become aware of resistance in your life, aware of how that feels in your body, that sensation. Does it get tight in your chest? Does it feel like your life gets put the brakes on? Does it feel like butterflies in your tummy? Does it kind of make you nauseated? Does it feel like a back spasm when you, how does that feel? Becoming consciously aware of how resistance feels in your body, how you hear it in your head, that monkey mind that blah, blah, blahs you to death. Becoming aware of all of that is what we're going to start getting you to practice through your yoga nidra skills, through becoming conscious and becoming aware of your body, becoming aware of your mind, becoming aware of your patterns and your mind patterns and how that works and what you listen to in that. And once you have all of that, then you can really kind of confront yourself in that resistance and say, how important is it to me right now? How important is it to me and my health right now that I practice a healthy behavior, that I take the next step forward that is the next best healthy behavior, whether it's confronting a spouse or a friend at work or whatever it may be, whether it's brushing your teeth, whether it's deciding to stretch. Those resistances that you have to self-care, confront yourself in that moment about how important is it for you. And if you can rationally and be okay with your decision, whatever it may be, then that's what we're looking for, right? We don't want you caught in like, oh, well, I don't know. Do I put the floss away and think about doing it later, or do I do it right now? It's really about deciding this is the next best step forward and moving on with your life. And it's true with everything that's going to help you reduce your back pain, reduce your inflammation, reduce the life stresses that add to all of the pain. If you can start getting into that resistance and being okay with it, learning how to, almost like getting into a river, and through the program you'll hear me talk about the river of resistance, but really kind of getting into that river and realizing that you don't like it, you don't like to be there, but maybe you have to be there. Maybe with back pain, with resistance to move, with struggling to eat another healthy behavior that day, whatever it may be, being in that resistance and being okay with it and making it as easy as you on yourself as possible. And so this whole process of change is about becoming aware of that, confronting it, having a backup plan, because really when you are trying to make a decision, good behavior, bad behavior or healthy habit, unhealthy habit, healthy whatever, lazy whatever your rationale is for that fork in the road, whichever way you decide to take, you have to be okay with it. Because it's when you're not okay with it, it's when you're struggling with the answer, when you're struggling with your decisions, when you're struggling within yourself, that you're creating stress within your body. You're creating stress mentally, you're creating stress physically, everything's tightening up. Your body responds to stress through secreting cortisol. So if you're chronically stressed, if you're not finding the next best step forward that makes being in resistance as easy as possible, then all you're doing is adding stress and pain to your body. So become aware of it. Start thinking about the little things, how you can start supporting your health through healthy habits. You know, again, something simple like flossing. It's that type of resistance that I have when I'm having to confront a patient in a touchy area as a provider. And I have to be okay with sitting in that resistance in order to move forward in a healthy and kind manner, not only for myself, but for the client that I'm talking with. So it's the same thing for our daily life. I hope this has been helpful. I will see you in week 3.